But so cocoa beans, where those come from?
South America, trees.
Trees, plants, right? Okay. So when they harvest cocoa to make chocolate, is there anything left over that they don't need to make chocolate?
Probably the shells on the cocoa beans.
Yeah. Shells. What else? If it comes from a plant, what else would there be?
Maybe the stalk of the plant.
Absolutely. The stalk, the leaves, all that things you don't need to make chocolate, right? Well, you pluck the cocoa beans off, and you use the cocoa beans to make chocolate, right? So that's the part you use. The waste is everything you throw away, right?
Yeah.
So that's the part like that Ben was talking about, the stalk, the leaves, things like that would be the waste from chocolate.
That's raw.
Well, but when you harvest it, you get all that, and that's what's waste. You can't do anything more with it.
Oh, so it might not necessarily be chocolate, but it might have been from the cocoa plant.
Right, and I think what Vinay said was it's biodiesel made from chocolate waste. So that's my guess, is that all those other things.
That's just like
maybe regular.
what's the other big bio?
Dad, you know what you could do?
There's two different things. There's making ethanol from things like switchgrass, but although it's not been done in any kind of scale yet.
How do you contain the stuff that comes out? It'll destroy the earth. Using any energy for the engine, it'll generate something. You look here.
You're saying if you use fuel that was made from the chocolate.
From anything, it'll generate at least something.
Why do you say that?
Global warming.
So are you asking a question, or are you?
How do you contain the stuff that comes out of the engine?
But how do we? What does the CO2 is considered to cause global warming? But is there anything that eats CO2 that takes CO2 out of the atmosphere?
Trees, plants.
Trees and plants. That's right.
There's a project that is trying to reduce the emissions of CO2 by a lot. It's a project that it's kind of like our competition, but it's different. They're trying to make a plane that can destroy CO2 and turn it into something else useful.
Okay, well, let's stay on this minute for the notion of plants that take the CO2, and what do they give off? Oxygen, right. So if you've got something that can digest the CO2 or turn it into oxygen, if you use that to make the fuel, it's sustainable then from that standpoint, because when it's growing, it takes CO2 out of the atmosphere. When it's burned in the engine, it creates CO2, but on balance, it's neutral. So it doesn't change
but
flow
there
from the
isn't any
atmosphere.
CO2 anymore, then they can't live.
If there isn't any CO2, the plants cannot live. That'd be a bad thing.
That'd be a bad
thing.
That means there's no more oxygen.
You could have oxygen and no CO2, but then the plants couldn't live.
We breathe oxygen, we give out CO2.
And then the animals die, and then the humans die, and then our planet is just a big ball.
During the Stone Age.
So let's get back on track though. Vinay, did you have some other?
Yeah.
It sounds like some other research. Okay. Good. So let's look up. Go ahead,
Another
Vinay.
one is very disgusting. Poop can be used.
It's good for compost.
Why? Is because in a plant in Quebec, it processes the plastic, resin, fiber, and into a mix of gas, oil, and chalk.
Well, doesn't that destroy the earth? When the gas and oil is used. Want to save
So
the earth and
Vinay,
have it.
So it makes oil.
Yeah, but the oil destroys the earth. We don't want.
Wait. Why do you say oil destroys the earth?
People use oil for engines, and
yes, and that's the exhaust that pollutes here.
not.
But the oil is no exhaust. But the exhaust,
there's no dust.
but the exhaust is the oil burn.
Yeah.
The oil burns and turns into the exhaust.
Okay, but we just talked a minute ago about an example where if you use the plant waste to create a fuel, it gives off CO2, but when the plant's growing, it consumes CO2, so that was neutral. And in the same sense here, maybe, depending on what's being used, it could be a similar thing. So you can't just necessarily say that oils or something else destroy the earth. That's it's really not right. I mean, there's some details that are important. I guess there's another thing too. What if you were burning hydrogen?
What hydrogen? Water.
No, hydrogen's part of water, right? Hydrogen and oxygen make up water. And if you separate off the hydrogen and then recombine it with oxygen to make electricity, the only product is water.
So it's more cleaner energy.
Turbines are good water.
What about two oxygen and one hydrogen?
You get
two hydrogen and carbon.
Water is H2O. I don't know that you can bond hydrogen to two oxygens. Anyway, that's for another class.
So what were some of your other research relative to efficiency, and then we need to move on to Devin. Do you have stuff to present?
And I have lots of them for a storm.
No? Not sure. Do you have lots of different fuels, Vinay? Is that what it was?
Yeah, maybe there could be like just to get this over with, I found the world's most efficient car.
There you go.
Cool.
Sounds
It's
pretty
called
neat.
smart car.
No. It's more than 100 miles per gallon.
That's amazing. Yeah, but why do we need, how many gallons does it hold? 3? Why do we need speed?
285. No, it's saving,
Is that even possible? No, it's like, how big is it?
It was possible.
Very small.
Oh my gosh.